my name is Metanox, and welcome back to A Place Forbidden. So now, I went into thinking with this. In my last video, I said that behind the scene, I would hit continue to see if it would bring me back to where I was hoping, where I could see both endings again. If there is actually two endings, I actually have no idea. That was just me taking a guess. But now, I figured out that it doesn't, and it just brings me back, and it just replays the cutscene that I had before in the previous video at the very end, which kind of disappointed me. But then that got me thinking, what if I just made an entire gameplay video, everything in one video, and I show you guys actually everything of what to do, an entire gameplay walkthrough. So that way you guys can see exactly what to do, and then also I can do everything for you guys. In case if you ever need like anything like that, like if you ever need help or anything like that, or like you need assistance. Because I could very much easily do that. It might be around an hour-long video, but you know what? Honestly, for you guys, I'm willing to do it, and honestly, I've been playing this game enough. I have this entire game pretty much at this point memorized. So that is what I'm going to do. I'm going to make a walkthrough of everything, and I'm going to help you guys get the achievements. So, if you want to get all the main achievements right off the bat, there's nothing in this room. Don't stick around. You don't have to look. You don't even have to look at this book. What you need to do, though, is go over to the room over here. You hear that phone? You need to get the phone. The first thing that you need to do is get the phone. And pick it up, answer it.
Hello. Welcome to the Library of Ouroboros. We're glad that you've decided to visit our humble institution. Hopefully, you'll find what it is you're looking for. Please be informed that the library is closing. Since most of our staff are currently away, please lock the door on the way out. We hope you've enjoyed your visit.
Alright. So then, after you do that, get this key. You gotta get the key, and then you can come back over here. So now, if you want to get this achievement, you have to pick up 4 pieces of paper and throw them all away. So there's that one right there. There's one right in front of the trash can. There's one all the way over here. 2. 2. Oh my goodness. Come here. 2. Okay, now you're just being silly. 2. There we go, finally. And then the other 2 are over here. This will give you one of the achievements. Oh my goodness gracious, great balls of fire. Aha. Oh my god. Ah, goodness game, you are not liking me right now. This game at the moment is really not liking me. Really? There, 3. And here will be the final one. 4. And then you'll get this call instantly.
I left something for you by the place where you arrived.
Alright, now that is a sign. That is pretty much telling you, go back from where you were. And you will find this right here. That is 1 out of 5 that you need to find. But now while you are here, there's also this tiny little book right here. There are also 5 of these as well. Click it, and when you get that, that's when you know that you've pretty much selected it. And then you have to go back over here and interact with the printer. Interact with the printer. I click it to 3 to 5 times usually. But sometimes you only need to do it once. But really what you're supposed to be getting is that picture. Yep, you all know what that is. But I still click it 3 to 5 times just to make sure I get the achievement. I mean, I already got it, but just to be on the safe side. But you guys can just click it until it says that you got the achievement. And then after you do that, all you have to do, because you have the key, you just go through this door. And then we are done with the first part. So you are back here. And the first thing that you get is this call.
Hello. We'd like to inform you that the library is now closed. Note that it is unlawful to remain on the premises after closing. This is your one and only warning.
So now, if you guys want to find the second piece, oh, also, there's that guy back there. That's the guy who's on the phone. Walk towards him and he moves away. That's the first sign that you actually really get of him. But you want to get this screwdriver. And after you get the screwdriver, you want to come back over here to get this vent. That is where you'll find your second cube. So now you have 2 cubes. Now, there is another thing I'm pretty sure. Hold on, I gotta think for a second. Yes. I'm not going crazy. Yes. Sometimes I have to double think on things. There are only 2 of these books that you have to read, and for you to count to read it, you don't actually have to read the full thing. You could just simply tap through it like that. There's only 2 of these books. That's 1 out of 2. So now you have that. You got the other piece. You no longer use the screwdriver. You no longer use the screwdriver. But then you have to come to this, because this is the next step that you can really only do. Where to find the actual code for this, I have no idea. I guessed, and I just continued to tap and scroll through these until I finally got it, which the code is 4102. And then you get this lockpick. And then you get another call.
We've given you chances. Ample warning. You proceed, we threaten. Continue on your current path, and they will find nothing left of your head. We swear it. For the last and final time, go back from whence you came.
Okay, now, me remembering that is actually something that you want to remember. You want to recognize the way how he says things. You want to memorize the way how he talks to you, because in the end, that actually gives you a big sign of how to figure out one of the endings, which is the ending that I figured out by pure stinking luck. Now, we already got 1 of the tiny books, and now we have 2 of the cubes and 1 of the 2 books. So we have 1 of the 5, 2 out of the 5, and then 1 out of the 2. The second tiny book is right here. Where do you work out? At the library. So now that you have a lockpick, there's this. all you have to do is click on it, and you will be going out, quote unquote, outside. Well, when really, you're in here. Now, not far from here, there will be more of the things that you need. But it's not going to be for a while, so you do not have to search. You don't have to search for a minute. But once when you come right around here, right here, this is the second book that you need to read. So all you have to do, click on it, go all the way through, and then you're done. There's your achievement. You already got one of the achievements. You no longer have to look for the 2 books. But now, to find the other tiny book, the 3rd one is right over here. So now you have 3 out of the 5. 3 out of the 5 books, all found. Then you have to come over here. Alright, I apologize for the slight lag. I am having a slight bit lag. But now, you really do not have to do anything in this room. You do not have to find anything or anything like that. You do not have to look at that book. But if you want to look at that book, you can. But from here, you go between the slightly tilted shelf and all these, and you go into this wall, or you go into this tunnel. All you have to do is walk down through this tunnel and come through here. That is where you'll find your 3rd cube. And then I will just teleport you back. That's when you go back around over here, and you go through all this stuff, and you'll see this hellhole, quite literally. So then, after that, you go right over here for looking for this trapdoor. You click on it, you go in, you go through. From here, this was the part that kind of made me mad. Oh.
Like a beetle in an antlion's trap, you flail your way deeper. It is gratifying to watch you wriggle your way to your doom. We so rarely have new visitors. Perhaps we won't spatter you across these walls. Perhaps we'll allow you to stay, join the others. It is what you want, is it not?
Now that actually is him giving you the first sign that there actually probably most likely is 2 options. Now, 2 options, but 2 endings. Now, to be honest, I don't know if the ending that I got was the good or the bad ending. That I'm going to have to find out after I'm done playing through this game. But from here, there's nothing that you have to look for in here. There's nothing at all. You do not have to look at this book. You do not have to pick up this phone. I mean, you can, but there's not going to be anything to it. There's not going to be anything behind here. There's nothing. But what you do is go into this door and do not, and I mean, I hate that, but do not go to that first, or else you will get locked in a circle over here and you'll not be able to get out. What you want to do is go behind these shelves and look for this trap door and go in. Go through the trap doors and you'll be in here. You guys should recognize this. This is like a bigger version of that toy, just more fleshy. But you go in here, there's not going to be anything in these 2 rooms that you're going to want or we're going to want to look for. Other than the part that these are all trippy and kind of, honestly, for some reason reminds me of Slender Man. Nice try. Better luck next time. He never had a chance. I have no idea what any of those are mean, but okay. So you want to come back in through here, and then you have your 4th tiny book. That's 4 out of 5. You have 4 out of 5 books. So then you come over here, and there's going to be this, but in the chair, there is going to be your 4 out of 5 knowledge blocks. So now, you have 4 out of 5 books and 4 out of 5 blocks. So that means there is one more block that you have to look for. But so after you are done in here, you simply go back, and as you can see, there are these like talents. So I got the clock, fire, snake, bear. But to find the last one, you have to click on this, go to it, and the final one will be right here, which is the car tablet. And then if I'm correct, if I remember correctly, it goes snake, car, bear, fire, clock. So snake, car, bear. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Bear, fire, clock. Nailed it. Alright. So now, this is the room that kind of at first frustrated me. But, this honestly is the easiest room that you can do. So, what you do is you just go on ahead and walk in through, and you're gonna get this call.
You piqued our curiosity. We read your book, discovered that for a mortal, you're rather unique. In the same way that a human might consider a primate, you almost remind us of ourselves. Though, of course, we'd never stoop to your level.
So now, I should mention, there is an invisible wall that is pretty much following you, but the final cube is right here. So all you have to do is get that, and now you got your 5th and final cube. And then there's going to be this invisible wall. You cannot go through it right away. You're going to be stuck here for a while. You're going to be stuck here for a good long while. But now you have all 5 cubes. Now the only thing that you have to find left is the one tiny book.
Get out! Get out! Can't you find your way out?
Still cannot go through it. Something is blocking me from getting to that door. So, once again, you are just stuck here. You're gonna be stuck here for a good hot minute.
You should find your way out soon. You won't want to be there when the light fades in full.
Also, I would like to point out, if you get motion sick, I would not recommend looking straight down the hallway or anything like that, because it can be a little trippy. Okay, wall's still there. It takes forever for it to go away.
Soon you shall see what she saw.
There we go. Alright, you can see the invisible wall there. Now you have a quick option to get to that door. But now here's the thing. The goal for this part is to lose. You are not supposed to get through the door. And then you're gonna be in this disgusting pit. Which of, I don't think there is anything in here, but I'm gonna look around for a quick second just to make sure. Oh yeah, no, yes there is. The final book. The final book is right there. Crouch down, get it. Well read. There is your final tiny book. So now you have both of the 2 normal books, all 5 cubes, and all 5 books. All 5 tiny books. Now, all you have to do is go down here, and you will end up being, I believe, in the room where you have the puzzles. Never mind, I lied. Oh, oh wait, no. Okay, I remember what to do. You gotta get this key. This key, you don't gotta do anything else. So, once when you have the key, all you have to do is just go straight through this door. And then you will be back here with the puzzle room. So now you have these 3 puzzles.
Good. You're finally here. Certainly kept the suspense going. Stay right there. We shall be with you shortly, and once we're there, we'll turn your form into something more palatable. More arms, we think. More legs. The eyes open. Stay right there.
Okay. Anyways, I'm gonna start off with the gross puzzle first. So this puzzle is the one that I somehow got lucky with again. This is the one that I kind of guessed on. So now, you no longer have to look for any books, you no longer have to look for any of that. But there is something from this area that you do need. But you do need to collect all these. 1, 2. Right over here is gonna be another one. Alright, wait, no, not right here. Right here. 5. 3. Up. 3 and 4. Alright, now you have all of these, but there is something that you do not want to forget, which is this little mini filing cabinet. You need this. You need this. But to come to here, and now you have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All 5 of them. You do not need 3 and 4. So it's just 1, 2, and 5. That is all you need. Not 3 and 4. But you still do need to pick them up. You need to pick all of them up. You need to get the tiny filing cabinet. And then all you need to do is put in 1, 2, and 5. And then you just simply walk back out through the door. And it will spawn you back here. And it will look different. The next puzzle is this one. And this one kind of gives it away. It's checkers. The key in this one, or not the key, but yeah, the key. For this one, you need to find the key. There's your exit door. There's the door that you need to go through. You do not want to get those mixed up, or else you're gonna have to go and through the door again. The door, in my opinion, well, at first was a little difficult to find, but if you know where to look for it, it's not that hard. So once when you pop in here, you're gonna be teleporting right over to around this area. You can take a right towards the exit door, go over to this tentacle looking thing, and the key will be right around this spot. So now what you can do is go through this door with it being unlocked. You walk over to the chest and you flip it. And when you flip it, everything else flips over. Now the door is actually right side up for you. But now the room is a little different too. So now, what you need from this room is this. The card holder. This is another piece that you critically need to finish the game. There are 3 pieces that you critically need. Everything else in here, you do not need to look at. Then you simply... Wait. Oh, shoot. Hold on. I might be dumb. Never mind. I messed up on something. Uh-oh. I forgot how to get here. Hold on. Think. Oh, never mind. You need to put a code in. I remember. Oh God. You know those moments when you have those dumb moments? Okay, the code for this one is 8431. 431. Close, open, and you teleport back again. And then the next one that you need to do, I believe, is not that one. I could be wrong. Maybe it's that one. Also, I shouldn't be saying the next one, because you do not have to do these in a specific order. You do not. You can do these in whatever order you want, however you want, just as long as you get the 3 critical pieces that you need. I think this is one with the telephones. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Okay, good. So, this is the last and final puzzle where you find the last and final piece. Which, the final piece is this. The Rolodex, whatever you want to call it. Rolodex. I don't know. But, you now have all 3 critical pieces that you need to finish the game, but you now have to do these in a critical order. Now, this is probably like the easiest one to remember, because it's center, left, right, left, right. Or, in other words,
everything.
3, 2, 4, 3, 2, 4, 1, and 5. And there you go. Now you got that, and you can walk right back over to the door. Where everything, once again, will be different. Now you can walk over to here, and you walk off this ledge. Where you will come to this room. This is the final room that you will be in, because in this room there is no puzzle or anything like that. This is the room where you place those final 3 pieces. After that, this will come up, and I believe all you have to do is walk right back to the door. Yes, yes. And then you are back in this hallway where you have your 2 separate endings. Now, for this one, if you want this ending, all you need to do is type in "I demand to know all," but you do not want any spaces. Put any spaces and it will mess it up and you will not be able to do it. So no spaces when you type it. This one I've already done. You can see this one and you can see this ending in my previous video. But I will explain how I figured this one out. And this one I figured out by a complete guess. So this one is the one where they keep you for all of eternity. Which, like I said before, is where he gives you a hint of you most likely having 2 separate endings. And then this one might be you leaving. I have no idea. But for this one, I demand to know all. The way how I figured this one out is that I had to kind of think in the mindset of like how that guy was talking, if that makes any sense. So, how's the best way how I can put this? When I was thinking about him, the way how he talked, when he told me like go back to where you came from or anything like that, or stop trying to move forward, move back, do not come any closer to us. The way how he said it specifically made me think like he's more demanding, but also he doesn't use like the type of word set we use. He uses more of a oh, how can I say this? A more precise wording. Precise wording that has more meaning to it. So that's when you think, because this whole time you're in a library, and when you're in some of the time when you're in a library is when you're wanting to try to figure something out, or you want to learn something, or you want to know something. That's what came to my mind. So I had to kind of piece those two together with the way how you talked and the way how you play throughout this entire game. Because throughout this entire game, they're trying to act like they don't want you to learn something. But you are, at the moment, wanting to learn something. But also, when you go to a library in real life, what you think, like, you're either going there for a good book, or you're going there for research, because there are actually people like that. So, when you go there for research, it's because you're wanting to know something. So, put that together with how he talked, or with how he had his word set. And so then you have the first thought that you have is, I want to know all, or you want to know everything. Like, you want to know everything of this library. You want to know the truth. But that does not work. Because want is not so much of a deep meaning word. Want can mean really anything. Or like, when you want something, anybody can shrug it off and not really give a crap of what you are wanting. But when you demand something, it means you want something then and there now. So you have to think into a deeper mindset of what they are trying to say to you. So there you have it. It's already I demand. So you have I demand to know everything. But then once again, everything is not everything. If that makes any sense. It's kind of like a mind trick game. If you want to know everything, you have to think of all that you want to know. So everything that you want to know is all that you need to know. So you have now, I demand to know all. And that is the code for this. And if you guys do not understand that, I will write it down in the description for the final door for the password door at the very end. I will put down, I demand to know all. But for this one, since you guys already got to see the ending on my previous video, I can show you guys what the new ending is, or what the other ending is, which I have no idea. Huh. Oh! When I next opened my eyes, I found myself on an empty road in a desolate place. There was a faint quality of everything. It didn't fill me with confidence. In the back of my head, I felt a thought burn like a fallen embers in a cigarette. Was I free, or was I trapped within the library's vast expanse? And how could I tell, even if I arrived home and everything was at it had been? How could I know if the librarian's voice wouldn't just be over of every window forever? I guess it doesn't matter either way. At the end of everything, I never found what I'd come to the library to gain. For the rest of my life, I think I'll find myself wondering just what it was I missed. Perhaps the failure was a blessing, empty as I found myself left. Perhaps there was something even worse waiting for me if I'd only looked a little deeper. But I doubt. Wow. Okay. That I was not expecting. I don't think there is a good and a bad ending. Because in my opinion, both endings were neutral. They were both neutral endings. There's no good and there's no bad. I mean, the only bad part about the other ending that I had was that you're stuck there for all eternity. So maybe that's the bad one? But also at the same time, this one was bad. Because now you're forever stuck in, like, in your mind, kind of. Like, from what I got from that is, like, he is forever now trapped in his mind, not knowing of what is happening. Or, like, is this real life, or is this just a thought? Am I forever trapped in my mind? Am I forever in the words of the librarian? Is he always going to be watching me from behind my back? Well, I always have the eyes in the back of my head. That ending I actually liked a lot more. That was so much more deeper, and I honestly loved that ending. I am so happy that I did this all over again. But now, you guys can use this entire video if you need to help you get through the game if you ever feel like playing it. It is free on Steam, and I highly recommend playing it. Because honestly, I had a really great time playing this game. This was by far one of the best games I've played so far. Once when you figure everything out, you can play this game over and over again. And it is honestly, you just get the same feeling of relief every single time. Now, I have that feeling of relief right now, and honestly, that feels good in my heart. And it's because of that other ending that I took. I did not like the first ending that I chose. I honestly didn't. If you guys are seeing this video before the other one, I do recommend going to watch the other one just so you can see the other ending. Or play it for yourself. I already gave you guys the code, but I will put it in the description for the name. I will give you guys the name, or not the name, but not the password for the locked door on the left. But if you want the ending that I just got, go straight. But honestly, I loved the ending on this one. I really did. It had so much more meaning, like, and it keeps you thinking. And I love that about some games. There are not a lot of games that are like that leave you thinking or leave you like with a thought of something. Because sometimes in some days you feel like you want to know something that you think that you'll never know, something that you think you'll never understand. So you search and you search so hard and so long for the answers for something that you've been wanting to know for your entire life, but then in the end, you think you've gotten so close, but in the end, you could take the wrong turn. And in reality, you'll be doing yourself a favor, but at the same time, you'll never learn what it is that you were wanting to know. And that is what I honestly loved about this game. It gave you a choice to have for an eternity of knowledge, an eternity to know everything. Or the option to have a normal life, but forever have the doubt of not knowing what it is that you are seeking. And honestly, that is the deepest thought that almost anybody could ever have. What is it you truly want to know? What do you want to know? What do you want to learn? What is it that you demand in life so much that you would almost do anything to figure out? But then, think of it this way, or think about this. You come so close to learning everything, but then you come down to a choice. A choice to learn everything and forever feel cursed or be trapped, or learn nothing but forever feel the doubt of never figuring it out. Never learning the truth about what it is that you were so deeply desiring. And honestly, there are not a lot of the games that are like this. I may be taking this far too deep than what it is meant to be, but honestly, this has opened my mind. This game has opened my mind. This game is a mind opener. It's meant to just be a puzzle game, but it has opened my mind beyond what I've thought for a very, very long time. And right now, actually, I am the calmest I have actually ever been. But at the same time, my mind is just thinking. And the truth is, I don't know what it is that I'm thinking about. But all I can say is that I am happy that I did this again. I made a choice, and the choice was to do this again for you guys, to open my eyes, but not to only open my eyes, but to also maybe open your guys' eyes as well. And that is what's making me actually so happy right now, is that I actually got the chance and the opportunity to do this. If you guys have enjoyed, please leave a like, leave a comment of what you guys think in the comment section down below. This game is free on Steam. I highly recommend checking it out. You seriously need to play this game for yourself, so that way you can feel the same relief that I have, but then also have the same mindset and thoughts that I'm having right now. Because it is honestly so relieving, and it makes you feel different, and it's just weird. But I am in love with this feeling, actually. But as always, I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys have a safe and fantastic rest of your day, and I will see you guys in the next video. Have a great day, guys.